These are the top 10 movies that scared me when I first saw them. Now, quick disclaimer, I said when I first saw them. They don't do the same thing to me now, but when I first saw them, they got me. First movie that came to mind is The Exorcist. First of all, thanks a lot, Pop, for scarring me. Because of him, I slept with the lights on for almost a whole month because of this movie. But nowadays, I can look back at this movie and I'm like, what was I so terrified of? But hey, The Exorcist is a cult classic, so I gotta give it its respect. And I don't care what nobody say. This is the greatest alien movie of all time. Those xenomorphs gave me like anxiety. Like, bro, every single time the lights go off, I be thinking about them things. Like, this movie did something to me. And to this day, I don't care what nobody say. This is the god tier of home invasion horror movies. This movie did something to me when I first saw it. Like, this movie terrified me. Like, imagine someone breaking into your house and you ask them why they doing it and they just say, because you are home. That can terrify anybody. Now, my cousin was the one who showed me this one. Like, I didn't really expect nothing much from this movie. Like, I didn't see a trailer or nothing. Like, I watched this movie with a blindfold on, and let me just say, this movie terrified me as well. Now, I have a little bit of a funny / embarrassing story about this. Now, first of all, I don't care what nobody say. Ringu is better than The Ring. And second, the real reason why The Ring is here as well is because 3 years ago, I decided to watch The Ring, like, just because for, like, nostalgia reasons. And for some reason, in the middle of the movie, my TV did this. I never ran out the house so fast in my life, man. Like, bro, my heart was pounding out of my chest. That's why The Ring and Ringu are together on this list. Now, sometimes found footage movies, they can be like a hit or miss. But when Japanese people do it, they do it correctly. And The War of the Curse did it perfectly. Once again, I saw this movie with a blindfold on. I didn't see no trailer or nothing. I just saw this movie for the first time ever, and boy, oh boy. This movie did something to me, and that ending gave me anxiety. I really hate where The Conjuring went to, but let me tell you this. When that first movie came out, boy, it traumatized me. Like, I remember my whole theater was shook up after seeing this. Now, the original Evil Dead, in my opinion, it was more like a horror comedy, in my opinion, but when I first saw the 2013 Evil Dead, it was a completely different ballgame. Like, this one, when I first saw it, took me by surprise. Next up is a movie that literally had me awake for 3 days straight, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let me tell you this, Freddy Krueger had a stain on me, man. Like, I couldn't sleep for like 3 days. And last but certainly not least, the one movie that literally scarred me, The Grudge. Like, nowadays, I can watch this in broad daylight only without being scared, but at nighttime, you couldn't pay me to watch this at nighttime. This movie did something to me, man, and to this day, I'm not right because of this movie. But let me know in the comments, what are some movies that terrified you when you first saw it?